Hello guys. So we are back with the last set of questions. So this one here, it's saying that it's an isosceles right triangle. Okay, so we have done one isosceles right triangle before, once. So this one has perimeter of 94 plus 94 root 2. So we know that if this is x, this would be x root over 2, right? So the sum of the sides. Now we need to somehow factor in and get the value of x, right? So take out x and you have 2 plus root over 2. 94 goes common. That's 1 plus root over 2. And hence x becomes 94 times 1 plus root 2. Now when you have dividing by 2 plus root 2, you can take out a root 2 common and write again as root 2 plus 1, right? From this, so that this cancels out. And 94 is 47 times 2 over root 2, right? So root 2 and 2 will cancel with a root 2. So 47 root 2. So they're saying what is the length of one leg? So one leg is this. Okay, that's the x. That's their one. They want to find out. So 47 root 2 B. That is the answer. All right, next. All right, so you have this triangle and another triangle. And that's 5, that's 7. This is x, this is y. They're saying that area of triangle ABC is at least 48, but not more than 60. So that means this is 12. So half times 12 times y is less than 60, greater than or equal to 48. So dividing throughout by 6, y is between 8 and 10. Now it's saying y is an integer, so y could be like 8 or 9. Okay. Now they are asking what could be the value of x. So if you look, if let's say call this PQ, triangle APQ is similar to triangle ABC. Okay, because this is 90 degree same, and this angle will become equal, corresponding angles, because PQ must be parallel to BC, right? So if they're similar, then we have AQ over AC equals PQ over BC. Now let's plug in the values. AQ is 5, AC is 12, PQ is X, BC is Y. So the value of X is 5Y over 12. And we know that Y could be 8 or 9. So that means one possibility could be 5 times 8 over 12. So 10 over 3, or 5 times 9 over 12, 15 over 4. It will be one of those two values. It does not say that x is also an integer here, right? Okay, these are the two values of x. All right, let's go to the next question. A rectangular poster has an area of 360. Okay, so this area is 360. A copy of the poster is made in which the length and width are increased by 20%. So if this was length and width, the new length is 1.2 L and the new width is 1.2 W. And you have got a new area. So they're saying what is this area? So it would be 1.2 L multiplied with 1.2 W. So that's 1.2 times 1.2 times L times W. But we know that L times W is 360. So it is 1.2 times 1.2 times 360. So that is roughly, do a calculation. Use a calculator straight away. Okay, so but this is, I'm just doing it mentally. So it's 432. And this would be 518.4 square inches. Okay, so that will be your answer. All right, let's go to the next one. So in this triangle RST, there is a point W not shown. W lies on RT. So some point W is here, could be anywhere. They're saying cosine of RSW minus sine of WST. Okay, so if this was x degrees, then this angle here is 90 minus x degrees. Okay, so what we have is cosine of x minus sine of 90 minus x. Now you must be knowing that sine of 90 minus x is actually cosine of x. So this is 0. Why is it sine 90 minus x is cosine? You just take any reference triangle, you will understand it better. So if this angle be x, then this angle is 90 minus x. And if I let's say call it ABC, then cosine of x is AB over AC, and sine of 90 minus x is also AB over AC. So these two must be equal always. Okay, so we have the answer as 0. Let's go to the next one. So you have a triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF. So in order, A is D, C is F, and B is E. Obviously, in that case, C and F are right angles. All right. Okay. So C and F are right angles. So let us just swap those. All right. So that's 90 degrees, 90 degrees, let's say. Now it's saying tan of A is root 3. So now A will be equal to D, right? So tan of A is root 3 means tan of D is also root 3. And tan of D would be opposite. So that's EF over adjacent FD. Okay. Here ED is the hypotenuse. So it will be EF over FD. And FD is given to be 125. So from here, what we have is, since tan is root 3 and EF basically we have is EF is root 3 times FD. So that means if this were, let's say, X, then this is X times root 3. Okay, so actually it should have been drawn the other way around, but it's okay. We can actually just make a small change there just to make the diagram look consistent. So A corresponds to D. Yeah. And now we have, yeah, tan of D. So A and D. So tan of D is root 3. So EF is root 3 times FD. So if this were X, this is X root 3. Now this is consistent. Okay. Like looks possible. Like if this is a shorter one, that's a longer one. But anyways, so side ratios are 1 is to root 3, right? From Pythagoras theorem, this will be 2x. So basically what we have is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. But anyways, that's not what we want. We need to know what is the length of DE. DF is given to be 125. So if x is 125, then 2x must be 250. So that's the fourth option. All right. Let's go to the next question. In triangle RST, T is a right angle. Okay. L lies on RS. K lies on ST. And LK is parallel to RT. Okay. So you have drawn a line which is parallel to this. L lies on RS and K lies on ST. The length of RT is 72. LK is 24. And the area of triangle RST is 792. So they want to find the length of KT. All right, so half times RT times TS should be 792. So if I cancel out with 6, so we have got 22 as TS. Now again, this triangle and the big triangle, the small triangle LKS and the big triangle are similar. So we have triangle LKS similar to triangle RTS in that order. So LK over RT should be equal to KS over TS. So plug in the values. LK is 24, RT is 72, KS we don't know, TS is 22. So KS comes out to be 22 over 3. Okay. So they had asked you the length for TK. So KT basically is TS minus KS, right? So it's 22 minus 22 over 3. So that's 66 minus 22, 44 over 3. So that is your answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this we have as an equation of a circle. Point P is on the circle. Coordinates are this. PQ is the diameter. So basically they're saying that, okay, you have this circle whose center point 6 comma minus 5. Then P is on the circle. Coordinate is 10 comma minus 5. So that means the X values are changing. It's along the same Y value, right? Because it is 10 minus 5. So that means along the same horizontal line. So P is here. Q is the diameter, PQ. Okay, we need to figure out the coordinates of Q. The center coordinates as we already obtained 6 comma minus 5. So Q must be such that the midpoint of PQ is 6 comma minus 5. So it has to be something comma minus 5 only. If I take it as, let's say, K, so the midpoint K plus 10 upon 2 should be 6. So that gives us K to be 2. So that means the point is 2 comma minus 5. Next, move on to the let's move on to the next one. So this one is saying that there are two identical rectangular prisms. Rectangular prisms are something like this. They have a height of 90 centimeters and the base is a square. Okay, so let's draw like that. The base is square. So more like this. Surface area of each prism is K. The prisms are glued together along a base. So you have got another prism attached along the base like this. The resulting prism. So one face of each prism is actually now hidden. This part is, there are two faces here, one for the top one for the bottom one, both are hidden. Okay. The glued together, the resulting prism has this area. Okay. What is the length of each square base? Okay, so let us take the length of the square base to be A and the height's 90. So for the original surface area, which is K, we can write the base area is A squared. On the top also you have another A squared. So 2A squared. One of the side faces would be 90 times A, and there are four of those. This is equal to K. So we have 2A squared plus 360A equal to K. That's number one. Now, when they are joined together, what happens is, ideally the total surface area should have been 2K. But then as we said that we are losing out two squares here, right? One for the top prism, one for the bottom prism. So we need to subtract 2A squared and get 92 over 47k. So simplifying this, k minus a squared is 46 by 47. That gives us a squared to be k minus 46 by 47. So k by 47. Or in other words, we have k equals 47 a squared. So if I plug in this value here, now we have writing it on this side 2a squared plus 360a equals 47a squared. So 45a squared. So 360a is 45a squared divided by 45. So 8a equals a square. Now, obviously, a is not 0, right? So we can just cancel a from both sides. Then we get a equal to 8. So they are asked what is the length of the square base. So that is 8. All right, let's go to the next one. A square is drawn in a circle, okay? The diagonal of the square will be the diameter of the circle. They are saying what is the side of the square. So if I take its side to be s and s, then the diagonal of the square would be s root over 2 from that 45, 45, 90 triangle. So s root 2 is twice the radius. So 2 times 20 root 2 over 2. So s root 2 is 20 root 2. So s must be 20. So first option. Let's go to the next one. What is the area of the triangle formed by connecting the 3 points? Okay, so let us join them and see what we get. So we have got a line. All right, one more there. And let's draw one last. Yeah. So we need to figure out the area of this. What we do is actually simply construct a rectangle all around it. Just a second. Okay, it's becoming a little difficult. Let's just draw it with a normal drawing. Okay. All right. So we have this rectangle that you can see. From the rectangle, I'll leave out this triangle, and this small triangle. That will be leaving me with that triangle that I want, and I'll find the area. Okay, that's the easiest way of doing it. So this length of this, it's basically from -3 to 5. So that's 8. And this is from 4 to -3. So that's 7. So the rectangle area is 56. Now this area is half base. So take it as 8 to be the base. The height would be 1. So that's 4. This triangle area is half base. If I take this to be your base, which is 6, the height is 1. So that's 3. And this triangle area is half base. So if I take this to be the base, so that's 7. And this one is also 7. So 24.5. Okay. So now we just add these three. So the total area of the three triangles is 4 plus 3, 7 plus this, 31.5. So the required answer is therefore subtract 56 minus 31.5. So 24.5 is the answer. 24.5 square units. So always construct a rectangle all around the shape, whichever shape they have asked, okay? And then you will find that small triangles are there outside. Just remove those triangle areas, you will get the answer. Let's go to the next one. In the right angle triangle, the tangent of one of the acute angles. So this is A. Tangent of A is root 3 over 3, which is basically 1 over root 3, right? So they're saying what is the tangent of the other angle? They're asking for tan of C. Now see, if tan A is going to be basically opposite over adjacent. So it's BC over AB. Okay. And tan C is opposite, in this case is AB and adjacent is BC. It's AB over BC. It's basically the reciprocal. So it will just be 1 by tan A, right? So that's going to be root 3. So that is the answer. Now root 3 here can be simplified and rationalized if you multiply root 3 on top and bottom, and then you will get 3 over root 3, right? So that's basically. All right. So the next one, in the figure, parallel lines Q and T. So these two lines are parallel, are intersected by lines R and S. A is 43. So this is 43 as well. B is 122. So that means this angle here, or what are they asking for? Let's figure out. They're asking for W. Okay. So what we can do is simply we can figure out this one directly. This is what? 122 is the exterior angle, right? Exterior angle is equal to sum of the other two interior angles. So this angle would be 122 minus 43. So 79. Or you can figure this out and then do 180 minus those two, you'll get that 79. But because these are parallel, then this will also be 79 corresponding angles. That would make this angle 2W basically to be 180 minus 79. So that's 101. So W would be half of that. So that's 50.5. Let's move on to the next one. So they have drawn a circle. Center is negative 3 comma negative positive 1, right? Because it's y minus 1 there. The radius is 5. They're saying which one point does not lie inside. So the equation of the circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal to r squared. So for the region inside it, kind of like inequalities, the equation should be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is less than r squared. And the region outside would obviously now be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is greater than r squared. Okay, that's outside, that's inside, and that is on the circle. Right, so we need to check this. They're saying which one does not lie, so that means where it is not less. Okay, so we don't need to do anything much, just plug in the coordinates one by one here and check. So if I plug in 7, negative 7 and 3, so I'm going to get negative 7 plus 3 squared, 3 minus 1 squared, that should be less than 25. So this is 4 squared, 16 plus 4, 20 is less than 25. Yes, this does lie. Plug in the next one. So it is negative 3 plus 3. So 0 plus 0 is less than 25. Yes. In fact, this is the center, right? If I plug in 0, 0, then I'll get 3 squared plus 1 is less than 25, which is also true. So all these 3 points lie. So this one must be the one which does not. If I plug in, I'm going to get 6 squared plus 1 squared, which is not less than 25. It's actually 37. So that's your answer. Does not lie in the inside. Next one, you have a right triangle which has sides 2 root 2, 6 root 2, and root 80. Now, root 80 kind of looks to be the bigger one, right? Let's try figuring out the sum of squares for this. So square of this is 8, square of this is 72, square of this is 80. That means it satisfies Pythagoras theorem. So 2 root 2, 6 root 2, and root 80 would be the positions, and it satisfies Pythagoras theorem. Hence, this will be right angle. Okay. We squared and added. So square of the sides added gives you the square of the third side. So that's basically the hypotenuse. So the area is half times 6 root 2 times 2 root 2. Now root 2 and root 2 multiply to give you 2. That cancels out. So the area is 12. Let's look at the last question that we have in this. So we have the equation of a circle. They're asking for the radius. So as we discussed, the equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So that is x squared minus 2hx plus y squared minus 2ky. And that plus h squared plus k squared goes to the other side, r squared minus h squared minus k squared. Compare it with this. So x squared plus x plus y squared plus y equals 199 upon 2. So x squared is matching, y squared is matching. So this must match. So we have minus 2h equal to 1. So h is negative half. These two must match. So negative 2k must be 1. So k must be negative half. And this also, therefore, whole thing must match. So we have r squared minus h squared minus k squared is 199 upon 2. So r squared would be 199 over 2 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. These two 1/4s make up half. So it is 199 over 2 plus half. So that's 200 over 2. That's 100. So r squared is 100. Therefore, r is 10. So what is the length of the radius? So it is 10. So this was the last one in this series. I hope this has been beneficial. Go through the videos, as we said, as many times as you want. Review the concepts. I have discussed the concepts along with the solutions. It's not only the solutions. So the theory is also there. So I think this covers almost, not almost, in fact, it covers every topic that's there on the digital set. So best of luck for your preparations. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.